Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anna of Reinforcement Club. Today, we are going to talk about moving forward from feeling stuck. Stuck on you, stuck on yourself. Now, feeling stuck can manifest in various ways, such as losing motivation, talking yourself out from those exciting opportunities, or even overthinking, leading you to indecision and lack of presence in life, presence in the now, because you're anxiously thinking about your big hopes and dreams in the future. How in the world can you reach it? But you've no plans in the first place. So just a little bit tweak. Now, the feeling stuck, it happens to us sometimes. When in times when you've outgrown your current situation. Your needs and aspirations evolve over time. So making your previous goals or achievements less fulfilling. Like for example, when I was a nursing student before, and whenever I see those nurses working in the hospital, I told to myself that I want to be this people. I want to work as a nurse in the hospital. Now, by the time when I graduated and passed the licensure exam and finally working as a nurse, you know what happened? I began to question myself. Why did I became a nurse? Because it was a hard work. I have no idea what I'm going through. It's just that it was quite surprising, and it's even funny to think about it today. But it was, you know, working in the Philippines as a nurse is like a soldier of love, because you have to love your profession. It isn't easy. By the time that I started working as a nurse, I feel stuck because I couldn't do anything. I'm already a nurse, and there's nothing I can do about it but just to face it. But the only thing that was lacking to me was to really think about the next step, to give my brain an assignment which can help me grow. Because otherwise, brain will keep bugging us. It's natural for us to really grow and look for something more, which is much beneficial if you look at it in a better perspectives, that discontentment can open up new opportunities. So that what it means to me. But at that time I didn't get it. So it made me feel frustrated, and I wasn't happy way back that time. But eventually I finally get it. I finally learned the lesson in a hard way. Now, another reason why you feel stuck is that you fear external judgment. You worry about other people's opinion, which can paralyze your decision making, even especially when you have lack of support. Like for example, way back before when I finally became a nurse, way back 2008, I told my colleagues that I want to go to America. And there's a lot of things we have to do when we're planning to go to America. We have to take the licensure exams. It could be one or two exams, and we have to take the English tests. And 2008 was a global recession. And America at that time was totally closed. When I told my colleagues that was my plan, nobody said anything. I don't know, maybe they were too busy and they might know already. So I heard silence. But I was just looking for validation that time. But when you worry about other people's opinion, I interpreted that time, those silence that I got from my colleagues as, they don't support me. But the truth was, the hiring was completely zero. America just started opening up, hiring expats 3 to 5 years from 2008. And that was even slow. The trend was slow at that time compared to now. This is the best time, one of the best time. Another thing which makes you feel stuck is fear of losing something. So clinging to perceived security or stability can prevent you from embracing new challenges. Like for example, when you have already a good reputation in your current company with good benefits, but you can see, there are other open opportunities from other companies which can enhance your skills and will open up more opportunities for you. But then you're thinking about your friends and your title, your reputation from your current company that actually have the probability of, or that thought can actually stop you from hitting into like growth, opening up opportunities for you, and that will stuck you. That mindset will keep you stuck in that level. Another thing is that you will also feel stuck when you lose hope for the future. So when you lose hope, you're gonna have negative thoughts, which can dominate in your mind, leading to feeling of sadness, anxiety, and unworthiness. Way back before, when I failed twice in the English test because I was planning to go abroad, I told myself that going abroad wasn't for me because I failed twice. I did pass the English subject. I got a just enough grade. But by the time that I had a chance to go abroad, I failed twice, and then that made me feel unworthy. But the only time when I finally got over it and passed the English test, after 6 times of take, I told myself that, look, I really want it, and I'll do whatever it takes to get it. Even if I lose my money, I sponsor myself until I pass the test. And it really did happen after 6 takes. So it sounds funny this time, but look, it was a hard work before. And I'm glad I just laugh at it. And I even give you this example. Now, another thing which can make you feel stuck, burnout, being overwhelmed. You know what happens when you are stressed and burnout? Your mind becomes blurry. You don't even know what is harmful and what isn't harmful for you, leading you to fatigue and poor decision making. Like, for example, you were just working from 7 to 9 in the evening for your boss. You're making your boss much richer, which means that you might be just looking for something that is to distract you, because you forget about yourself, basically, in the first place. That made you feel burnout because you could be lost in the dark, lost in yourself. You forget about yourself. And hopefully you're going to learn the lesson. But that mindset, that effort would surely make you feel stuck, burnout, and stress when you forget about you and what's important to you. Now, another thing which can make you feel stuck, comparing yourself to others. Constant comparison can erode your self-esteem and make you feel inadequate. You know the reason why? Because you wouldn't compare yourself to someone who's lesser than you. You would compare yourself to someone who is already a millionaire, a billionaire, with 20 or 30 years of experience in business. And you are just a simple person who started out 6 months ago. And you're going towards their level. And, that will also make you feel deprived. Deprived in a way that, look, your net worth at the moment is $10,000, and then you compare yourself to someone with a net worth of 100 million, 1 billion. So you are deprived with the gap that you're thinking, which could be healthy in some way if you're doing something about it. Like, you plan, you network with these people, you find a mentor, you are consistent, you are committed enough to reach to their level. But if you don't, that's another thing that makes you feel stuck. When you compare yourself to others, that's an insult to you. You envy them. But the good thing about it is that network with these people. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big, just as long as you do something about it. You are committed to reach it. That what is life is for. Do what you want. Now, another thing that makes you feel stuck, when you are a perfectionist, like you overthink in a way that you paralyze yourself because of overthinking. You don't want to make mistakes in the first place, especially when you're already thinking outside the box. You want to try out something new, somewhere unknown to you. and you're thinking about what if something will happen and that will ruin my reputation and that's going to make my boss angry. And though that kind of mindset will make you feel stuck too, and will also give you burnout. Perfectionism. When you try to go outside your comfort zone, but otherwise you can conquer it. You can do it. When you think outside, when you start thinking about going outside your comfort zone and doing something about it, you're rooting for yourself. You plan it out, and you're committed to really reach that result that you've never done before. Then why not? Just be flexible. Otherwise, perfectionism once again can also make you feel stuck. Now, how to get unstuck? How to really, what to do about feeling stuck? How to deal with it? Now, the first thing you gotta do is identify what you truly want. Clarify your desires and frame them positively. You can even create a vision board, to determine what you really want. To remind yourself every day about what you really want. If you want to be rich, if you want to have a nice car, nice house, beautiful house, you want to have a charitable institution of your own, then in any ways you can, you plan it out, because you have already made a reminder about the things which are important to you, and you have already come up with an idea about the kind of person you want to be, and that's really, truly, extremely important to you, then that's a good start. Why not? Otherwise, you can just simply change your perspectives. Reframe your negative thoughts and consider how you'll view the situation in the future. You can ask advice from your mentor or from the people who have experience in life, good and bad experiences in life. You can ask other perspectives from your grandma or grandpa, or from a retired business person, from a retired successful teacher. Find a new perspectives to balance your current perspectives, or to change it. Maybe that could be obsolete already. Otherwise, another thing that you can do to feel unstuck, to unstuck yourself. Sometimes when you're already burned out, you're overthinking, sometimes the only thing you can do about it is move your body. Physical activity can alleviate tension and boost your mood, like yoga, stretching, calisthenics, which is kind of hard, but if you love it, then why not? Or even just a simple brisk walking on the park for half an hour after work. You know what happens when you're working out? When you work out, it could be with or without music, or while working out, you could listen to podcasts. When you work out, your brain can actually give you other perspectives. Your brain can come up with other perspectives, which is better compared to the level or the stage when you were burnt out or stressed from work or from home, for some other valid reasons. So when you work out, you could come up with better perspectives, other options. Now, another thing you can do to get unstuck. Take action to avoid analysis paralysis. So if you have big goals, big dreams in life for 5 years, for 3 years, break them into small manageable steps. Like if you have a goal for 3 years, do something about it every year. So this is the first year towards my 3-year goal. And in that first year, your yearly goal, divide those yearly goals into monthly goals, and monthly goals to weekly goals into daily goals, to make it much simpler for you, from macro to micro, that it will only take you 1 hour to do it every day for 3 years. Just get the consistency towards getting it after 3 years. Now, another thing you can do to unstuck yourself. Tap into your agency. Engage in activities that remind you of your ability to make choices and take control. Like, for example, exploring the nature. So you could go to a forest park and walk around there for an hour. Or you can go to the beach and have a walk on the try to walk on the beach. Maybe the answers could be found there. Could be found there, while looking at the waves, listening to the nature. You could also rest. Sometimes the best answer could be just simply rest, recharge, and focus on self-care. Sometimes the only answer to your feeling of being stuck is just a massage or sleep, looking after yourself, good diet, eating the right food, exercise. Or it could be simply talking to your best friend who wants the best for you, talking to your mom, diverting your attention and taking good care of yourself. Give yourself some rest. If your rest means, if part of it is simply make quality time with your spouse or parents, then do it. If that makes you feel relaxed, rest. You can take breaks from technology and practice gratitude. So when you are in the now, you're not thinking about the future all the time. You would appreciate what's going on right now in front of you. You would even be thankful about it. Even just the air that you breathe, the sensitivity of your skin, that you feel the cold and warm of the water. Simple things, small things. You'd be way thankful for it. Because not everyone has the opportunity that you have, especially the life that you have. Some people would be ready to go to war or would be ready to do anything just to have what you want. So appreciate what you have. Be in the now. Give yourself a break. Rest. Recharge. Or, if it's really too much though, if you can't take it anymore, seek help. If you feel that you have a persistent feeling of low mood, worry, anxiety, which interferes your ability to cope, you can consider talking to a healthcare professional. And in the most part, it's important to really not beat yourself up, whenever you feel stuck. Have compassion with yourself instead of frustration. Compassion. But sometimes, though, frustration comes along first and then compassion next. If you don't get the lesson yet when you were younger. Because I can relate to this. When I couldn't do anything before, after I graduated nursing and I was stuck with my job, I couldn't do anything. I beat myself up, I drink, and I party, which didn't lead me anywhere. Although I look happy outside, but inside I was really, really sad and I feel bad about myself. I didn't like myself before. But I finally overcome it. It did take time. So that happens to everyone. I do believe. We're just human. We grow over time, and as we grow, we learn from our mistakes in the past. And that made us better in the now. And it's also important not to blame others. Remember that you have control over many aspects of your life. You are in control of your reaction. You are in control about executing your plans. So whatever is happening right now, which is not in favor of you, it is not your best friend's fault. It is not your parents' fault that they didn't give you that kind of future that they want. It is not their responsibility. It's not your parents' responsibility to hand you the future that you like. There you go. Because if they gave that to you, they could be so selfish enough for you to really use your life, use your brain, your initiative to learn from your situation. Don't blame others. Don't doubt your ability to handle decisions, although initially that could happen. But commit to decisions and trust yourself to handle the outcomes. Because the truth is, nobody will ever save you. No, I have no superhero to save me all the time when I'm in trouble, just myself. And I know that. It was frustrating for me when I was younger, when I thought God and my dad will save me, but it wasn't real. I am my own hero. And you too. Nobody will ever save us, just ourselves. So get better over time. And, don't focus solely on the stuck area. Appreciate other aspects of your life, such as your good health. Although you're broke, but you're healthy. You're broke, but your girlfriend or your boyfriend loves you. You're broke, but your parents love you. So appreciate the other aspects of your life that is beautiful, enjoyable. Be thankful. Sometimes when you do something about your big dreams and big goals, it's just a matter of time that it will come true. Just a matter of time. And if you don't get the result yet, and you still do something about it, just don't give up. It's just a matter of time. So look at the other aspects of life, which are beautiful about you. Your hair, your cute face, anything. Be grateful about it. And don't over-identify with the situation. So like for example, I failed twice in the English test before, and I feel like I don't deserve to be going abroad. I feel like I feel like really a stupid person that time. Why I didn't pass the test. But you know what? That was just in the past. Remind yourself that those feelings and even situations are temporary. Life is a season. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. It's just a matter of time. So, unlike inanimate objects, humans can change their state of stuckness through their choices, mindset, and perspectives. Remember, it's never too late to start over your life. Grab the situation, grab the opportunity now. You can change your mind in a heartbeat. So, I hope I give you a valuable lesson today. So if you ever love this episode, you can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. This is Reinforce Me Club. By the way, this is Anne. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thanks once again.